need you to imagine that your 22-year-old daughter-in-law has just come out and said that she is pregnant. This is a really big moment. You know, you kind of like her. Her name's Kiara. She's okay, you know, but above all, your son has decided, okay, she's pregnant. We're going to have a baby. I'm going to be a dad. Let's do this. And the whole family is on board. You even decide to hold a gender reveal party for Kira and your son. Everything's going well. In fact, you guys even got her a $1,000 stroller. And finally, the day comes. The child is born. Her name is Bonnie-Leigh, and she's not as healthy as we would have hoped. Bonnie-Leigh, unfortunately, has a heart defect. And because of this, Kiara is very, very, very protective of her new baby. You understand. I mean, eventually you're hoping, can I please hold, my granddaughter? Like, I'll be very careful. And Kiara's like, no, never. Well, one day, eventually, your son finally gets to hold baby Bonnie-Leigh, and it's just for a very short period of time. Kiara just can't handle it. With her health problems, she needs the baby back. So, days go on since Bonnie-Leigh has come home, and nobody's really been near her. But she's a good baby. She never cries, she sleeps through the night, and the new parents are managing well. But it's only the first week. Finally, on the 6th day, you decide, well, this is my granddaughter. I just need to hold her. I just need to see her. I need to know that she's okay. And you decide to peek in the crib of little Bonnie-Leigh, and you just want to see her feet moving, see her breathing, and see that she's okay. But you realize Bonnie-Leigh is not breathing. She's not alive. And that's because Bonnie-Leigh is a silicone doll. Okay, when I first heard this story, I mean, we've heard of people faking pregnancies for the course of the pregnancy. Some even go as far, look, this is a true crime channel usually, and we cover a lot of female killers. Some people even go as far as to steal a baby after their due date. I mean, look, those stories have come up before, but I don't think I have ever seen somebody try to pass off a fake baby as being real and being alive. It's like, how long did she think this was going to go on? Let's take a look at this video that shows a little bit of what's been happening over the last 9 months, because ever since this has come out and the family has exposed Kira, she's wiped everything off of her socials. So we have scrounged up everything we can to get a bigger picture. And at the end, I thought it was very important. I need to see some videos of these like silicone babies, because I'm like, how real does it possibly look? Because look, I'm gonna tell you right now, these pictures that Kiara posted of her child, these don't look real, but I digress.
A fake baby scandal has rocked a Scots community after claims a young mum...
No, don't look, she's sick.
...duped her friends and family into believing a doll was her newborn baby. Kira Cousins from Airdrie is accused of wearing a prosthetic bump before pretending to give birth.
Okay, dude, I gotta say, bro, if like my family member or my son's girlfriend was like, I'm pregnant, like, I'm sorry, who the fuck lies about that? I'm not gonna immediately accuse her, right? And like, to me, this looks pretty convincing. So this is actually Kira at the gender reveal party that her friends and family threw for her. Like, she looked like she about to have a baby.
Parading a plastic Reborn dolly as a baby girl named Bonnie-Leigh Joyce to deceive those closest to her. The 22-year-old shared the announcement of her daughter on social media earlier this month, claiming she gave birth alone as Bonnie-Leigh arrived in the...
Wait a minute, she gave birth alone? Okay, I feel like they had to have raised a couple of red flags. Like, no, don't come to the hospital. Don't come to the home birth, Like, but also, I just want to say, before you guys pass too much judgment, we're also going to look at a statement that was released by a cousin close to the family, and she makes a lot of really good points about why they didn't know. So we'll reserve a bit of our judgment, but we will be spectating.
In the weeks leading up to the birth, Kira is shown sharing photos of baby scans and videos of her lavish gender reveal party.
Wait, hold on. I just gotta say this because I don't know if I misspoke. Somebody in chat said I was born at home. Girl, I know people have home births all the time, but imagine being like, I would like a home birth. Okay, let's hire a midwife. Nope, no midwife. Okay, how about maybe we should be there. No. Guys, I got this all by myself. Do you want a pool? Nope, just put me in the closet. Like, that's what it's giving.
Along with footage of the baby kicking in her tummy, as well as a series of pictures of newborn clothes and items loved ones bought for Bonnie-Leigh. She even posted about hospital appointments and complications with the baby, claiming antenatal tests had picked up a heart defect.
Really quick here, I think I actually have a copy of the post that she put up claiming that the baby had heart defects a couple months into it. And personally, I think that she knew she couldn't carry on with this stunt for long. So I think that she planned to say that the baby had passed away. Like 6 months into the pregnancy, she's like, oh, by the way, we had a checkup and she's got heart defects. And she was just planning, okay, whenever they start catching on, I'm going to say the baby passed away.
But outrage unfolded when Kira was outed online as a liar, as friends told how her family and the baby's dad discovered 60-year-old Bonnie-Leigh was a doll when her mum found the prop in her bedroom. Screenshots of the messages reported to have been sent by Kira shortly afterwards appear to show her telling the man she claimed was Bonnie-Leigh's dad that their baby had died.
So, listen, at some point through all of this, Kira decided to tell her boyfriend that Bonnie had died. In the beginning, well, how exactly did they find out? I think what happened was at first a family member discovered that it was a doll. And then once she was called out there, she then went and told her boyfriend that Bonnie-Leigh had died. Here are the messages. So he starts off by saying, for fuck's sake. And then Kira says, something happened to Bonnie-Leigh, but I need someone here with me to explain things so you can understand it. And he said, what? She said, Bonnie-Leigh died, but you need to give me time to tell you everything, etc. I will, I promise. And he said, what the fuck? She said, please, I know you want answers, but please, Jamie. He said, you've left me in the dark long enough. I'm coming up. And she said, you ain't getting in charge on like you won't get in. He said, this isn't fair, selfish. So she's basically saying, like, if I can just talk about this for a minute, a guy goes through a lot when he finds out that he is about to be a new dad. There's the process of, man, like, do I want this? Like, you know, it's leaving your early 20s behind and deciding to move into this new life. I'm a firm believer that when you have a child, your life is no longer your own. You are dedicated to this child. And it takes guys a lot to decide, okay, I'm going to be with this chick forever. I'm going to have this baby. Like, I'm moving into that, okay? It's a big change. It's a big decision to make. And I think it's really admirable that at such a young age, he was like, yes, let's do this. He probably started to get really attached. She's sending videos of, you know, the baby kicking in her stomach. And he's like, oh my God, that's my kid. He's really excited. They're having the gender reveal party. And then finally, the baby is born. Now, even though he didn't really get to hold her and it, you know, was a weird situation, chemically, in his brain, he is now a father. In this moment, when he finds out first, supposedly, that his baby died, and then right after that the baby was never real, guys, that's like a horror movie. That is a fucking horror movie. It's betrayal. It's humiliation. It's also grief. I know that the baby wasn't real, but for 9 months, he believed that this child was real. And then, you know, also dealing with the family being like, how did you not know? This bitch is crazy. And then some people in the family even being like, oh, well, she's just mentally ill. Like, she needs help. And then, you know, him and everyone else being like, no, I don't care that she needs mental help. Like, she just fucked with everybody in one of the worst ways possible, which, like I said, we'll get to the cousins video. And I really like the way that she puts everything. Just to show you how deep this went, I mean, here's a video of her posting on Snapchat. It's a repost saying, oh, look, the princess is kicking. Oh my God. And then, guys, This was one of her actual posts. I'm sorry to laugh at this part. Look, I talked about how he felt, what is going on. I understand the severity of it. But this photo right here, bitch, the fact that she had the audacity to take a straight on photo. You didn't even like come around the corner, try to make it look real, move the camera so it's blurred. Like she just was like, yeah, this looks good. Post. I mean, once again, you don't want to believe that somebody would do this. A lot of us tend to project our own morals onto other people. And if you would never fake a pregnancy for 9 months and then have a silicone doll and claim it's real, it is hard for you to fathom in your mind that anybody would do that. Like, it just doesn't compute. I could totally see the family being like, okay, this is odd, but I've seen her before. Like, I've been through this for 9 months. Like, but yeah, yo, looking at this picture right now, I'm like, come on, Kiera, get some angles, do a little light work, blur the camera. This is her posting some of the clothes, a supposedly positive pregnancy test. And remember, the family members threw this whole party. They rented out a space. They got her an expensive stroller. I mean, it was like, why would she lie? This is the only statement that we have from Kiera, okay? Now, look, I was digging around. Pretty much all of this stuff got wiped. She was quick to it, but I actually did get a copy of what the statement said. Now, let me tell you what Kiera posted. And at the time, she didn't know that it was going to blow up like this. This was just kind of her statement towards like friends and family. She said, quote, "In my own words, let's set this straight. I was in bed when my mother came into my room and found it to be a doll. Prior to this, I had been keeping myself away from literally everyone. The next thing I know, I was confronted by all the family. Don't for 1 minute think that they let me get away with this. They haven't, and none of them knew. Neither did the dad and his family." I can kind of tell by that statement, one, zero accountability. It kind of echoes her text message to the boyfriend prior being like, I'm not going to let you in. Why are you being like this? It's like the same energy. But also on the tail end, she states the family had no idea. My theory on this is probably because the family was like, you need to say something because you have fucking humiliated us. Now, I think I actually have a video from the gender reveal party. Oh, shit. It looks like my shirt says no, it's, oh man, it says scum. Wow, what an excellent opportunity to wear my Nightmare Complex shirt in honor of my new horror podcast about horrifying characters just like Kiera Cousins coming out in December. She's a businesswoman. That was not on purpose at all. So once again, these are from TikToks that people kind of collected, gathering a bit of the evidence. Because before this blew up, like it just kind of stayed to friends and family. And then the internet was like, save, save, save. Or maybe they passed around a couple pictures, but here's what we got. So once again, we see the baby bump. Oh my God. And it was getting bigger. This is the gender reveal party. And I'm pretty sure that that was her boyfriend, or at least the baby daddy at the time. I also read, this isn't 100% verified, but I saw it in a couple places. I try to only present stuff to you guys that I can like actually verify. But look, hey, gossipy me, I believe this. I believe there was one moment where she at first tried to convince him that like it actually wasn't his baby, it was somebody else's. So she was willing to torment this dude in order to get away with what she had done. Oh my God, these are her posting some of the photos of the clothes she bought. She even went on maternity leave. This caption says nobody was allowed to see scans or go to any of the maternity appointments or the birth. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to say this. This video claims that she made an AI video of the Reborn doll moving. Obviously, it's the internet. I believe everything else that's in this. Somebody else could have made this, but it's possible. It's possible. Hey, I'm just giving you what I know. I wouldn't put it past her. So one of the friends that was very close to the situation, she came out and made a statement about all of it because, like, once again, Kira has humiliated these people in a sense. And it was all just because in their good nature, they wanted to believe that this woman was pregnant. And they were welcoming a baby into the world and wanted to support it. I want you to take a listen to what the friend has to say.
For anybody that's going to ask, how did you not know it was a doll? I could tell. Like, no. Like, shut the fuck up because you weren't there.
Ooh.
You weren't involved.
Ooh.
Like, you don't know how she was acting. Like, we just thought she was being an overprotective mum. And for the people that are going to say, like, I think she needs help. No, she doesn't. She needs jail. She needs, like, something bad to happen to her. Like, the way she has made James...
Girl, she said she needs something bad to happen to her. Look, that's real. That's from somebody that's been in the situation. Look, it's real easy for us online to be like, oh, maybe Kira needs help. But you can hear the emotion behind somebody who was close to the situation and was betrayed, deceived, and based on some of Kira's other messages, probably blamed for not believing her or something else that she could conjure up to take the pressure off of her.
I've got text messages for your auntie that lives in Wales saying I sent £500 up because I couldn't make the gender reveal. Like, how do you think she feels? Believing that she was going to be a great auntie. She doesn't need any sort of help. She needs jail. Like,
I'm with that.
I kind of want Jamie to take it to court to get her done for emotional damage that she's caused him. I wonder where she is right now, and I wonder where that doll is. I just can't believe it. And I already feel like such a fool, like, for no realising.
Oh, yeah, great point. Weenus in chat said she also scammed them out of their money. Yeah, if you just heard her a moment ago, she said one person felt so bad they couldn't make it to the gender reveal party that they just sent, £500. Like, dude, that's a lot of money.
Real life doll, like, she must have paid, like, close to £1,000 for it. So, like, no, you couldn't really tell. You couldn't tell at all. And she wouldn't let you, like, so close. It would be like, you need to look at the car seat for, like, there. The closest I got to her was when she opened the door, and I just looked in and I was like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. I wish I had realised. I really wish I had. But if I had realised when she was in my house, then I don't know what would have happened.
Look, she real as hell, okay? She real as hell.
But I felt like I had to make this because everybody is tagging me and shit. And I just want people to know that I was no involved in it whatsoever.
Yeah, everybody's feeling embarrassed. Like, they got caught and they were betrayed.
I feel just deflated. I feel like I'll not be able to trust anybody for a long time. If they tell me, like, they are pregnant, I'll be wondering, like, is it a doll? Is it real? Like, she is fucked up.
You know, the other thing that I find really fascinating about this is that the people that were involved, the friends and family, they don't really even have time to process the betrayal or the anger or the deceit because they keep feeling like they have to defend themselves from people saying, how did you not know? So, as creepy as it may be, I was like, we need to look at a video of a reborn doll. Now, also imagine she's, convincing people, my baby's sick. She has a heart defect. I don't feel comfortable with anyone else holding her. It's only her holding the baby. She's just like this girl said, saying like, oh yeah, like, let's leave the baby in the room and you can't go in there. I'm just going to open the door. She's sleeping.
I posted a tutorial on how to open up the mouth of a silicone baby doll just like this one. It went wild. Like, I am just the weirdest thing that has ever come across your feed. Like, why would I ever open up the mouth of a silicone baby doll? No, don't get me wrong. I know that silicone baby dolls are
Is this like what you're supposed to do when it comes out of the box, or this was just like a choice? It do be looking kind of real in this picture. The paint job, the splotchiness. I mean, kind of, I guess I could see from a distance.
as a way of therapy or just collecting them because we enjoy the hobby. We actually do so because of the realism that these dolls display. So a real baby would naturally drink a bottle and take a
I would just paint that pink and call it the tongue. But then my real doll baby would just be sitting here like, I'm trying not to judge, but clearly I am not the demographic for real dolls. I'm not judging. I'm trying not to judge, okay? So, listen, that is everything that we know so far about Kira Cousins, and that might be the end of the story. It seems like she has tried to disappear from the internet, but I think overall here, this is a story of a woman that maybe wanted some type of attention for the pregnancy, maybe wanted to bond closer to the guy she was dating, or look, I don't know. You got me on this one, Kira, all right? But I believe that over time, she believed she could fake this pregnancy, use the baby bump, get a little bit of money out of it, and then in the end, she was going to convince the guy that he had done something wrong, and she was just going to say that the baby passed away. Bye. Thanks for the money. And that kind of person, sure. Are they sick? Absolutely. But do they deserve some jail time or some accountability? 100%.